Hello everyone, I'm SharpPeter43 once again, and bringing you all week 4 of the CBDL for season 3. There's no week 3, let it be known, just because my opponent for week 3 actually ended up dropping out and there was no replacement, so yeah. But anyways, so yeah, this is my opponent's draft, as you can see right here. It's filled with a lot of scary things. In fact, I think this is one of the first teams where I actually find it to be way more intimidating. It's actually more intimidating than the last opponent that I faced. Because the only thing that was threatening on his team was the Volcarona and the Darmanitan and all that stuff. But here we got like the freaking Conkeldurr, Ferrothorn. Then we have mons that can set up like, what's it called, the Salazzle and all that. And we also got the Conkeldurr, oh, and the Aegislash too, because Aegislash in this game, it's not banned like at all. It's deemed not broken anymore like it was in previous generations. So obviously this was actually scary, like on so many levels. And as you saw, my team was also over there. This is actually going to be a quick match, by the way, because yeah, stuff happens in this match, like real shit happens. You're going to find out right now as this match goes on. But yeah, here we go. So I think he leads with something. Oh yeah, here he leads with the gasoline, which is the Salazzle, and I'm like, okay. I led with Excelgor, which is kind of bad. So I was kind of debating if I should actually just stay in and try to knock off, or should I just switch out. I decided to just go into Gudra right here, because I figured, okay, it hasn't set up anything yet, and even if it does, I think I should still be able to take at least one hit from this thing. So, and then just hit it with, I think I had Surf on this, I don't remember. Because I don't think this was a physical Gudra anymore, this was a special. Oh, actually, it might have been special, but I think I was just going to go for the Draco Meteor. Oh, no, it was a physical one. No, never mind, I'm an idiot. It's actually physical still, and I'm going to still try to go for Earthquake right here. Yeah, okay, so that's what happened. And, yeah, here comes the Aegislash, though. This thing eats it up, and at first I thought, okay, this is a nice 2-hit KO, but as soon as I saw that weakness policy, this became, obviously, a huge issue, because I was like, oh, great. So it has weakness policy, and on top of that, it has freaking what was that called? It was not rock polish. I think it was autotomized, no? But yeah, he went for that, raises his speed, and he's at +2 right now. And now he's gonna go for the stance change, outspeed my Gudra, and go for the damn close combat. And unfortunately for me, it is definitely gonna take out the Gudra, which really sucks, because I was kind of hoping Gudra could put in more work against this guy's team. And it couldn't. The only thing I got was just the GUI on this thing, which at least takes it at a +2 speed. Even though I think Aegislashes are naturally slow anyways, so I'm kind of surprised I was not able to. Well, it's actually, I think it's like 45 or 50 speed, no? Or was it 20? I don't even remember, honestly. I just knew it was very low, honestly. But either way, I sent out Decidueye now, just to go for Shadow Sneak since he's still in the stance form. I kind of wanted to hope that he was not like King Shielding with Rock Polish, honestly, because that would just be weird. Or whatever the hell that move is, the one that raised his speed. I think it was autotomized though. But yeah, I do take it out thankfully, so that's one threat out of the way. But he has a lot of threats, as you saw in the team preview. He just had a lot of shit. He had a Ninetales, had a freaking Conkeldurr, has that Salazzle, this Aegislash. It was just filled with crazy shit, honestly. But he's gonna go into Thick Lord now, which is this thing, the Titanol. Which this thing at first I thought, okay, it's not that big of a deal. I could just sit up in its face. Like, what's the word? Like, from what I've seen from these things, they usually just go for like, I think like Iron Defense or something, and then just rest. Like they take hits and then they just rest, which is very annoying. But yeah, I think I was thinking of switching out here because I was afraid he could have like a ghost move or something. But I just decided to risk it here and just go for the Sword Stance just to see what he does. If he has like Shadow Claw or something, or Crunch or something, then obviously we'll know. We'll just switch out, obviously. But as you can see, he does have like Iron Defense, which raises his defense to +2. And I am aware that this thing definitely has the Eviolite, but I just decided to go for Sword Stance again, just get myself to +6. I didn't really think anything bad could happen in this scenario. Unfortunately for me, what I didn't take into consideration for this damn Titanol was that it can also have Sword Stance. I mean, what the hell am I saying? Sword Stance. It can have Toxic, idiot. Yeah, I went for Sword Stance with Decidueye for a second time. But I didn't take into consideration that he could have the Toxic because, I don't know. I feel like Rest, Toxic, and then Iron Defense Well, I guess it's Eviolite now. Maybe I should. Well, I didn't think these things through. Obviously, I, I'm not really like one to think too much about stuff, or maybe I do, but it's not enough to know what's gonna happen and whatnot. But anyways, yeah. So I went for the Leaf Blade just to see how much I do at +4, and it does nothing. And this man is continuously going for the Iron Defense. I don't know why I forget the name of that move. But yeah, here I'm gonna go for another one. I think at this point I was just trying to like hope for the crit, because I think the crit would actually negate the Eviolite, and I think the +4 on defense. But I'm not getting the crit, so it's kind of annoying. I don't remember if I go for a third Swords Dance here. Maybe not. I think I just try to go for another one, because I think I was actually I think here I was just trying to hope that he was not like gonna have rest, because he had Toxic, he had Iron Defense, but he also had Toxic. So I was thinking maybe he doesn't have rest, but maybe he does. I was just again risking it, basically hoping he didn't have it. So I just went for Leaf Blade once more and was just thinking, will I be able to take this thing out? And unfortunately he does show that he has the rest, so unfortunately I can't do anything. This is where I finally decided to switch out. I forgot into what though. It might have been the Excelgor though, because I was thinking, okay, it has Iron Defense, it has Toxic, it has Rest, basically non-attacking moves. So maybe I could just send in Excelgor right here and just, like maybe, I don't know, like knock it off. Yeah, probably that's what I wanted to go for. I wanted to go for knockoff, so I can knock off the Eviolite from this thing. And from there, I think I also went like for a Bug Buzz, so I can still tackle its special defense, because this is actually a special defense or special attacking Excelgor with Bug Buzz. But it also has knockoff, so it can knock off items and whatnot. Especially because I was anticipating this type null to come, and I needed something to knock off, obviously. So yeah, I knock off the Eviolite, and I think he's still asleep. I think he's asleep for a couple turns here. I went for the Bug Buzz here, and I forgot what he went for afterwards, because I think he wakes up here, and I was just like, I think I like take a lot of, no, I actually don't take a lot of damage. I go for Bug Buzz, and I think afterwards I go for the final Gambit. I was debating on going for Spikes, because I wanted to take advantage of the fact that he was asleep, but I felt like I didn't want my Excelgor to take damage either, because I wanted to abuse the final Gambit on this thing, because I knew that this type null was going to be a real pain in the ass, especially since it has Toxic and can just harass the entirety of my team. In fact, I don't think I have anything that's immune to poison on this team either, which is crazy now that I think about it. In fact, I think for my draft I didn't even have a poison type, so that's actually even worse. Well, I guess you can count Clefable with the Magikarp, but I kind of don't bring it here. I think because it was another like what was it? The unaware thingy. I don't know. I think it was another unaware. It was not Magikarp, I think. But anyways, I think here he went for the Toxic. Yeah, like after he woke up, I went for the Bug Buzz. He went for Toxic, so I was just like, you know what? Screw it. He's gonna just like stall me to death. So I was just like, final Gambit this shit, and we just take this thing out. So yeah. Take out this thing. We took out 2 months really quick. This is why I'm telling you, this match is actually going to be kind of quick. Like, everything is going down pretty quickly, honestly. Which is kind of good, because that means this match will not go to timer, most likely. So, yeah. But anyways, Excelgor down. So is the type null. This is where the match becomes a little complicated, because I actually wasn't sure what to send in. He has that, what's it called? The Salazzle, and I was just thinking, okay, I could send in Sharpedo, but the problem is, what if he doesn't go into Salazzle and instead goes for Conkeldurr? I'd be forced to switch out, and Conkeldurr has a lot of coverage. Has Poison Jab for Clefable, has Thunder Punch for the Corviknight. And not to mention, I think Thunder Punch can just one-shot Sharpedo too, even if it's not Stab, honestly. So it's just like, I decided to send in Clefable just on the off chance he goes Conkeldurr, but unfortunately for me, he does actually end up going for the Salazzle, and I'm just like, oh great. I think here I just send in the Decidueye, particularly in hopes that he would like go for a substitute. Like I wanted to see if I can like scout the substitute here, because usually most setup, well actually most setup mons usually carry substitute before they set up, honestly. And I just didn't want to risk that here, because I can't do anything with this Clefable, as you can see. I only have Rocks, and I think that last move was Protect, I don't remember, but yeah, and the other 2 moves is Flamethrower and Moonblast. Flamethrower was just so I could actually hit the Ferrothorn, honestly, for damage. but you know, that didn't work out for me. So either way, I decided to finally send in the Decidueye here, as mentioned, and he does go for the Nasty Plot. He does not go for the Substitute, which was what I was kind of hoping for on this switch, but I had to switch out either way because I couldn't do anything with Clefable. If anything, that would have just given the Salazzle more time to set up for, you know, +4 or even +6, honestly. So I go for the Shadow Sneak here in case he does not go for a second Nasty Plot. Like, I was kind of thinking he could be greedy and just go for +4, but I don't think so. So I just went for Shadow Sneak here just to get some guaranteed damage. It does do a reasonable amount, but he does go for the Flamethrower. Like, he doesn't even mess around. He's just like, yeah, we're done with this. And after losing the Decidueye, this is where I decide, well, actually I have to basically go into Sharpedo because this thing basically takes out my last 2 other mons, which is Corviknight and Clefable. This thing is a fire and poison type. This is why this team was actually going to definitely be scary. And with Sharpedo, this is my chance to not necessarily sweep, but at least cripple a lot of his team, basically. I just need to get +1 speed and then just go for Psychic Fangs. However, the problem that I have here is that this is a 50-50 scenario right here. I was debating on whether or not I should actually just stay in and go for Psychic Fangs because I saw Black Sludge on this thing. So I was thinking, okay, usually anything with leftovers or Black Sludge means that they have to have Substitute, right? So I figured, okay, with that in mind, what if he actually predicts the obvious Protect, because most Sharpedo users usually go for Protect to get that +1 speed right away. And, you know, he predicts that and goes for Substitute, obviously. I decided to just, like, play it risky again and just decided to just go for Psychic Fangs and just hope he tries to go for Substitute. Because if he goes for Substitute, then I get the +1 and then I can just proceed going for Psychic Fangs. It would hit Conkeldurr for damage as well if he were to switch that in, predicting Crunch or something. Unfortunately, that didn't work out that way. He actually ended up going for the Sludge Wave, which at +2 destroys Sharpedo like nothing. Had I had a Sash on that Sharpedo, I probably would have been able to at least take out the Salazzle for sure, because otherwise, oh, actually he could have sent in Ferrothorn, honestly, and that would have just ended my Sharpedo. Because I couldn't go for Close Combat there. Because going for Close Combat on a Salazzle, it just isn't it, honestly. But yeah, as you can see, like, this is why this match is basically quick, because what happens here is that I just effectively get swept by this Salazzle. I was forced to switch out on several occasions, and this thing in the process got to set up for it, basically. So effectively I couldn't do anything. I think my biggest misplay here was obviously with the Sharpedo, but obviously it was also just one that I had to make. Like, it was a risky play that I had to make because I was behind and a lot of my mons couldn't really do anything against Salazzle. I think I should have brought Lantern. I forgot why I didn't bring it, honestly. Maybe I didn't expect Salazzle. I anticipated most of his team, but I just didn't. For some reason, I guess I was hoping Salazzle wouldn't come because I had Lantern for it. Maybe he would like not want to bring it, but I don't know. It was kind of hard to make the preparations for this guy because he literally could have brought literally anything. So I just kind of had to hope that he would bring the wrong things for him, you know, like, or should I say the right things for me, basically. But it didn't really happen that way. So yeah, this is a quickie, honestly, if anything. And I basically just got 4-0'd, which really stings. But hey, no, this match doesn't go to 20 minutes. Like, you know, like, it doesn't go to the timer this time, which is also kind of good. But yeah, this match, I'll admit, this loss is probably the most painful loss I've taken in a while, I think, because I think I have like lost worser, honestly. I think I've lost like 5-0 before, but this was just a straight up sweep, honestly. Like, it's not like I actually spent 60 minutes playing around a guy's team only to get 4 out at the end. No, I actually freaking just straight up got swept. Maybe it shouldn't sting that much, honestly, I don't know. But at the time, it really did. I was just like, wow. After, like, playing hard to get in the first 2 matches, this match just straight up says, nah. But it was mostly because I couldn't really do much against this team. Like, his team kind of caught me off guard in terms of sets, basically, because the Aegislash, I was not expecting the damn weakness policy, honestly. Like, I know they can set up Swords Dance, and I know they can set up, like, the Autotomize thingy, or whatever the hell that thing is that raises +2 and whatnot. On the speed, but I did not account for weakness policy. For some dumbass reason, I didn't see that coming. And then there was the Type Null, which, yeah, I was kind of hoping it wouldn't have Toxic, and it did. So yeah, made things complicated. I think me just not predicting the sets right. Like I may have predicted most of his team right, but the sets was what I didn't get right, obviously, and that ended up costing me severely this match. It is what it is, though. So like, yeah. But anyways, with all that said, that's gonna be it for week 4. Yeah, obviously that was a massacre. So I'm personally not proud of this match, but if you guys liked like seeing me get wrecked, then there you have it. But with all that said, we just have a few more matches to finally finish this season, and that would actually be really, really great. But yeah, for right now, again, thank you for watching this match, and hope to see you for the next one. But for now, just take it easy and have yourselves a damn good one.